Welcome back. You don't need to be a property expert to know that the UK's housing market is challenging right now. With 11 successive interest rate rises and inflation in double figures, there's no doubt that selling is tougher than it has been for quite some years. So I've put together 5 quick tips to help you sell your home in a difficult market. Number 1, your estate agent is your friend. Work together on a marketing plan, and I don't just mean agreeing on a price. There's so much more to marketing a property than simply listing it on Rightmove and Zoopla and things like that. The best agents will know exactly how to maximize your property's exposure and minimize your time on the market. So start by choosing your agent wisely. A good tip is to look for the PROPERTYMARK logo. These agents are ones that have signed up for professional training, they stay up to date with regulations, and they stick to a strict code of conduct and professionalism. So it stands to reason searching for a PROPERTYMARK member is a great place to begin. There's a link with this episode which will help you do that. Number 2, consider an open house viewing. This is when your estate agent holds an open day or morning or weekend or whatever it is, when prospective buyers are invited to view. It's a widely used tactic in the US, but less so here. Your open house is advertised on your agent's website as well as on local news sites and the like of that. Invitations can be sent to appropriate buyers registered with the agent, and the idea is to try and create a buzz around your home. It also means that as a seller, you can prepare your property to look its best for one busy viewing period. That's the idea anyway. The concept behind it is to try and create a buzz around your home, a sense of competition to increase its desirability, or at least the sense of that. Buyers seeing lots of other buyers viewing can, at the hope, create a sense of urgency for putting in an offer, so that would be good news. Number 3, have a think about home staging. Again, this is actually really common in the US, and I think it's particularly worthwhile if you've already moved out of your house. Photos of empty rooms often mean that buyers just scroll past online. So one solution is to leave some of your furniture behind, or indeed to hire furniture to help would-be buyers imagine what it might be like to live in your property. That's another idea. The advantage is that you can stage or set up your home to look its absolute best. Number 4, try home styling. This is, well, it's a little less drastic than home staging, but it involves making tweaks and improvements to how your home looks in order to maximize its appeal. It is often worth the fee to an interior designer or a home staging expert who can look at your home with fresh, objective eyes, maybe move a few things around, reset furniture and accessories, and put them out to view on the most pleasing way. Often, these kind of improvements are low cost, but genuinely, they can make a big visual impact. So think about that one. Number 5, beware of offering incentives. When the market was really tough over a decade ago, some homeowners offered incentives to buyers like free fixtures and fittings. Some even threw in the family car. I saw that done a couple of times. Well, today's market is nothing like as difficult as it was in 2008 to 2011, when incentives were perhaps more commonplace. There are dangers to this tactic. You could look desperate to sell, is one, and there may be some issues concerning stamp duty liability if you're seen to be giving fixtures and fittings without the buyer actually having to pay for them in the normal way. My final word of advice is that our regular housing market update uses data from PROPERTYMARK, and what we're seeing is that the current market is actually more resilient than many of us expected. True, it's not the same right across the UK, and some regions are finding it tougher than others, but generally, given the economic headwinds, the message is don't panic, but do take selling seriously. As ever, discuss it all with your local PROPERTYMARK estate agent, and make sure you're subscribed to this channel. So hit the alert bell, because I'll be keeping you bang up to date with what's happening throughout the year. Until next time, see you then.